The 2017 Dairy Woman of the Year calls Arjoy Farms in Pennsylvania home. There, she works to manage her family's dairy farm, invests time in leadership roles, from her local community to a national level, and writes regular columns in Horde's Dairyman. World Dairy Expo is proud to honor Marilyn Hershey as the 2017 Dairy Woman of the Year. As a little girl, Marilyn grew up on her family's farm in Pennsylvania. She soon discovered a passion for speaking with producers and the public about dairy farming as a Chester County dairy princess. A few years later, in 1984, she married Dwayne, and they began farming together at Arjoy Farms. Today, the Hersheys manage 500 acres and 600 registered Holsteins, while maintaining a rolling herd average of 27,963 pounds of milk, 992 pounds of fat, and 881 pounds of protein. The Hershey's high-producing herd also creates high-quality milk that is recognized consistently by Land O'Lakes with Milk Quality Awards. Day to day on the farm, Marilyn manages the finances, assists with milking, and supervises calf and heifer care. Under her watchful eye, Arjoy maintains calf and heifer loss rates steadily below 1%. For Marilyn, the bovine beauties that have gained notoriety through breeding and genomic programs are the pride and joy of Arjoy. The Hersheys have bred 16 excellent and 246 very good cows, and routinely perform genomic tests on the herd's top cow families. Marilyn and Dwayne currently have 12 heifers over 2,600 GTPI and 4 cows above 2,400 GTPI. Among the top cows are Rothrock Arrow Luell-ET, Luell's Celsius daughter Arjoy Celsius Lady Lace, Seagull Bay Alexa 1-ET, and Lepac JC CRI Outrageous. These cows have produced embryos for foreign countries, more than 30 sons for AI companies, and numerous high-testing daughters. In addition, Arjoy Farms has bred 15 dams of merit, 9 gold medal dams, and 1 gold medal sire, accomplishments that have led Marilyn and Dwayne to be recognized by the Pennsylvania Holstein Association with 8 Pennsylvania Progressive Breeder Awards.
I had the privilege of knowing you as a dairy farmer, as a Holstein leader, as an advocate for the dairy community, and as a wife and mother. You are an articulate speaker and writer as you share the dairy story with farmers and consumers alike. You have also talked about some of the weightier issues facing our rural communities, as well as some of the lighter sides of our profession. Marilyn Hershey, I believe that you exemplify what a Dairy Woman of the Year should be. Congratulations, Marilyn Hershey.
The landscape is continually changing at Arjoy Farms. In 2001, Marilyn and her family constructed a new freestall barn to house their milking herd. However, tragedy struck just 13 years later when the roof collapsed after heavy snowfall. This unfortunate turn of events led to an outpouring of community support. Through the assistance of neighbors and friends, the cattle were cared for and the farm continued. With the freestall housing cattle once again, the family has taken on its next building project, a methane digester for the farm's manure and the community's food waste. Located at the edge of the Chesapeake Bay watershed, the farm strives to be on the leading edge of environmental stewardship. Providing her voice and her perspective, Marilyn serves as the agricultural representative on a commission charged with studying water quality in the Chesapeake Bay watershed, ensuring that farmers are heard in the matter. An active member in her community, Marilyn is also involved with her local 4-H club, the Maple Grove Mennonite Church, the Octara YMCA Board of Directors, and the Pennsylvania Lyme Disease Awareness Committee. She regularly shares her dairy story with local service organizations and speaks at the area culinary school about dairy products and how to use them. On a national level, Marilyn is a leader in efforts to promote dairy and helps share educational messages with consumers as the vice chair of Dairy Management, Inc. This position has led to speaking engagements for Fuel Up to Play 60, attending the Generation Youth Gala, lobbying in Washington, D.C., and more. Marilyn is also a member of the National Dairy Promotion and Research Board, secretary of the Mid-Atlantic Dairy Association Speakers Bureau, and was a participant in the Young Dairy Leaders Institute Class 1.
Hi, I'm Tom Gallagher, CEO of Dairy Management Incorporated. I'm here to congratulate Marilyn Hershey on being named Dairy Woman of the Year. What a great honor to a great person. Marilyn has done a great job for dairy farmers through dairy promotion. As you probably know, she's Vice Chairman of Dairy Management Incorporated and has led us through many different difficult and opportunistic times, including, as you can see in the backdrop behind me, Undeniably Dairy, which is an industry-wide campaign to promote social responsibility of farmers to consumers to make sure that we protect on-farm right-to-farm practices. Marilyn, thanks for all you do and congratulations.
Beyond sharing her voice and stories with consumers and legislators, Marilyn's experience from the farm and inspirational viewpoints are shared with dairy women across North America in her regular column in Hoard's Dairyman, Common Threads. Through this column, she writes about her family, faith, community, and everyday life on the farm. Marilyn and Dwayne have 4 children. Stephen lives in Los Angeles. Robert is a youth pastor in Montana. Kelby is a member of the United States military. And Casey farms nearby with her husband, Jeremy Meck. The newest addition to Marilyn's family is grandson Wyatt. Her family isn't a stranger to adversity. In the early 1990s, 4-year-old Robert battled leukemia for 3 years, prompting Marilyn to author Oncology, Stoopology, I Want to Go Home. Her book can be found in hospitals around the world helping children and their families deal with childhood cancer. Through this experience, Marilyn has become involved with the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators. Marilyn Hershey is an inspirational voice, sharing a message of faith, family, and community in her writing and speaking engagements. She spends every day living her message while farming alongside her husband Dwayne at Our Joy Farms, serving various agricultural organizations and caring for her family. Marilyn is a leader in the dairy industry, and it is with great honor that World Dairy Expo recognizes Marilyn Hershey as the 2017 Dairy Woman of the Year.